Welcome to Weekly Talk featuring
Danny.
And
Chris.
I'm
Danny.
Nope. I'm Chris and she is
Danny.
Alright, you are on episode 16. We've made it pretty far, actually.
Yeah.
Want to open this by saying thank you to a fella named J-Rock. Personally, he approached me and said that he's been listening on Pandora, which is the first person that I know to listen on Pandora. So I felt like that was cool. Worthy of a shout out. We got a lot going on for this episode. But right now, we're going to make a phone call and announce just tell this person that they've won something. So, bear with us. Oh, there we go. We're ringing. Ringing. Hello.
Watch, you don't answer now.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey,
What's up?
can you hear us?
It might be
Yeah,
a
I can
little
hear you.
lag. Okay. So, we are calling. This
All right.
is Mitchell, by the way.
Yeah, this is Mitchell. He is a strong supporter of the podcast. So we're calling you for one reason and one reason only. There was quite a bit of people who were interested in winning something, and you have been selected to win it. What did he win, Danny?
You won that Grizzly Adams signed CD.
A Grizzly Adams signed CD?
Grizzly.
The
Can
interview
you
we
repeat
did
that
a
again?
couple.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
The interview that we did a
Oh.
couple weeks ago.
Yes.
All right, yeah, you won his signed CD.
That's... I don't know if how cussing is, but that's
No, you can cuss.
that is an amazing thing. Oh, well, that's just amazing. I don't want to cuss, but...
Well, that's all right.
Yeah. I just wanted to capture it on the podcast. I don't know. You're the first person that we could let know that they won on the podcast, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And just so you know,
Well-
42 people were interested, so it's quite a bit.
Yeah.
That is... Yeah, I haven't felt this lucky in a long time, honestly. I
We,
don't try my luck. I don't gamble. I don't do anything like that. So I just really like your guys' podcast and what you guys do, and I support you guys fully through it. And I hope that you guys keep doing it for a long time, and hopefully, maybe one day I can listen to it on the radio,
Maybe never on the radio, but
Yeah.
we're definitely going to keep doing it for a while.
No, you guys could definitely air on the radio, I'm sure. If you guys really push for it.
If I clean up the explicitness, maybe.
Yeah.
No, some people like that. I'm sure that someone will. I know
Satellite
you guys.
radio.
I've seen you guys are great sponsors. I'm sure somebody will sponsor you through that. And
Yeah,
I'm sure there
we're
are
actually
things that
talking to
you-
sponsors right now.
I hear people cussing on the radio all the time. What is that sponsor for exactly?
I can't tell you.
Oh, you can't tell me yet.
No.
Are you gonna
Nope.
get into that in the future?
Yeah.
No. Oh, okay.
In the
That's
future.
fine.
But, yeah, we're going to go ahead and
Okay.
hop off here. We just wanted to let you know that you've won.
Yep. Congratulations.
Thank you guys so much.
All right.
Yeah, man. You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so this is going to be an eventful episode. You got Chris,
Danny.
And Bob?
and from afar, you got...
Cat.
Where are you at, Kat?
I am in the great state of Texas.
All right. So how do you feel about our podcast?
I actually really love it. At first, I have to say I was a little bit skeptical because I wasn't a gamer, so I didn't know anything about game. And I know, Dave does a lot of gaming stuff. But,
Right.
I learned a lot of stuff, though, as far as gaming goes. My daughter likes games and stuff, so she was like, yes, Mom, that's what it's about. But I know in the recent years, I've gone through a lot of things to myself, and it's nice to just talk to people or listen to people who kind of share the same ideas and interests you have. And, you always hear other podcasts or something, and then they always have a topic. And you want to kind of keep that topic going because you're like, I have an opinion. I have something, to say. So, and I noticed that with you guys, too. You guys would do that, and it was kind of like, yeah, I feel the same way. So I liked it, and then I just was hooked after that. So
Cool. So, you know the format. You know that right now we're going to do the voicemail. So I'll go ahead and plug that in, and then after that, we'll continue.
You have received
a voicemail.
Yeah, this is Machine Gun R. Kelly, and just wanted to tell you about my new album coming out in about 2 weeks. It's called Golden Showers. Yeah, and just wanted to promote that on your podcast. And actually, my single comes out in about a week now. That's called It Tastes Like Lemonade. But I just hope you promote that and stuff like that. And shoot, man, you guys are doing great. Keep it up. Do it right. Nipples up.
And as you know, that was Machine Gun R. Kelly.
Yeah.
What does everybody think?
Well, I mean, I don't know if Kat heard everything, but I think it's freaking funny.
I thought it was.
I loved it.
Stop it.
What do you think, Bob?
Had me at first, and then, what's that meme? They had me in the first half. But yeah, I don't know, the last half, I'm not convinced that was him.
Oh, I know it wasn't him.
Oh, yeah.
Kat, where do you stand on the voicemail?
Dude, I laughed out loud. Even I had played it right when my husband was standing next to me, and he just busted out laughing.
Yeah, I very rarely LOL, but I definitely did. And now we actually got a pretty interesting email this week, so I kind of wanted to talk about that.
You have received a new electronic communication.
So we've received this email, and it had the subject line of "Own Your Truth," which is kind of cool because that's like, what we're trying to push. So go ahead and read that for us, Kat.
Says recently a few times have corresponded with you guys through Twitter. Wanted to reach out as we have I've really been going through a lot this past year. My mom passed away April 23rd, 2018, and have really been struggling emotionally as well as financially. This year has been spent moving from spot to spot, staying with friends, till it reached a point of experiencing homelessness until I flew to my dad's in Arizona, where I currently am, until I can get into affordable housing here. I've been lied to, trust abused, stolen from, adding up to my already laundry list of people and things that have complicated my trust issues. To say the struggle is real is an understatement. I even hate asking for help, but have quite a few times feel like I am struggling to find even footing to get back up and back on even ground again. Despite being on SSI, I've really had a rough time making it by each month. This is just a rough outline of what's really had me struggling, and I'm not ashamed to admit, been fighting so much, including suicide thoughts, doing my best to not give in to them.
Right on. Yeah, I think it's definitely an own your truth type of email.
Definitely. I mean,
It takes a lot to.
a lot to just tell the whole, well, not world, but
Yeah,
our followers.
To agree to have it read.
Yeah.
I was shocked that she even was like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah,
a
that's
lot of
pretty
part of
deep.
healing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to. We could share her name, but I'm not going to, just because of like future references, I guess. But I don't know. I hope you get through whatever it is you're going through.
Definitely.
Really admire the bravery and to admit, the problems that you're going through, and keep up the good fight. I mean, it's got to be worth fighting for, right?
I agree.
And you
Yeah,
read that.
sometimes just saying it out loud, it and telling somebody about it helps out a lot. Trust me, I know.
Absolutely agree. Well, in other news, T.I. is on some weird-ass bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So what's the bullshit, Bobby? Since we already know what it is, you go ahead and tell us.
Apparently, he's been taking his 18-year-old daughter to the gynecologist to have them check that her hymen is still intact.
Yeah.
Isn't that what everyone's dad does?
I get it, doctor. She's
If
fine.
my husband did that, I would knock him out.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
seriously would, because that's just crazy.
That's very
I have 3
creepy.
girls, and no.
That would never
Yeah,
happen.
talk about a control freak.
Yeah.
Man. What the fuck?
Well, the worst part is it's misinformed, too, because that can break in several different ways.
Right.
And
It's not just from having intercourse.
Yeah. So
I don't know. I couldn't believe it from T.I.
I mean, yeah, that's just very disturbing.
And who's to say this doctor's even telling them the truth?
I hope not.
You know,
I hope
because
the doctor's keeping the
you've
secret.
you've got doctors that will eventually kick the parent out and be like, talk to because that's technically their patient, you know?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I mean, that's just crazy to me.
Especially 18-year-old. When does that stop?
But the thing was, I don't know, it's a controlling thing, first of all. But
no
he
doubt.
said, oh, you know, I got that permission because she agreed to it and stuff. I'm like, what? You actually, I don't know. Who would
What choice does she
Right.
have?
I'm going to your gynecologist with you, and I'm going to be there, and you tell the doctor it's okay to tell me stuff.
Yeah. Fuck that. Like, and when does that stop? When she gets older, how late do you drag that out? You know what I mean? It goes back to that virginity purity test that, you know, happened years and years ago in the dark ages of our society, which still go on in some societies around the world. But it's honestly, it's sickening to think that that's going on in today's world. And that's all we hear about. That's what he's okay with admitting. So who else, you know, who knows what else is going on with other people? You know, it's...
Yeah.
And where's Tiny in this situation? His wife. Well, I mean, what does she have to say about it? Because, I mean, shouldn't she be going to the gynecologist with her daughter, not him?
Yeah,
I would agree.
I mean, I know my daughters will feel more comfortable with me going instead of their dad.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
Especially when...
So is he in the exam room when she's spread eagle?
Oh,
I mean,
my
that's
God.
crazy.
Oh, no.
I'd hope not.
Oh, shit. Floyd Mayweather
That's
there, too?
embarrassing.
So I got a question for you, Kat. You are on the other side of the country.
that?
Oh, middle.
What is
What?
what's the music scene like? Well, that's not really the middle.
Texas?
Yeah, we're in the far right. She's in at the bottom. The bottom.
That's
Bottom
not the
middle.
other side of
Oh
it.
my God.
I guess
Well,
that's
I'm
Geographically, I'm
only
not
about
inclined.
45 minutes away from Austin,
Oh, that's awesome.
you know, live music capital of the world.
Right,
So,
yeah. So
you
what
know,
do you,
South by Southwest and everything.
Oh,
yeah.
You ever go?
Well, for me, I listen to everything. No, I've actually never been.
Oh, yeah, that's-
It's too expensive. I can't afford that
I
shit.
totally
Not on
wouldn't
my
go if I
salary.
lived there.
Well, I mean, she makes a point, though. Everything's
Everything's expensive. So what do you listen to?
Oh my God,
What
it's
is what is the hopping, like the popping music right now where you're at?
Well, I live in the ghetto. No, I'm joking. I
Well, we
live
know what
in
the
an
ghetto
area
is.
that is, I don't know, man. I listen to everything myself. But down here, it's a lot of rap, and it's a lot of like dirty South rap. Like, I mean, before you used to have you're chopped up and screwed. I don't know if you ever heard of Screw before. Okay, there was a lot of that when I was growing up, which I didn't primarily like, but I mean, some stuff was okay. But I mean, it's still the same thing. It's all the latest rap music that's on the radio right now. You know, some of the shit you can't even understand, and you know, some of the good stuff. But I mean, it's primarily rap. I mean, we do have our country scene. We do have our, you know, our rap, hip hop, you know, pop music. But for the most part, it's rap.
How big is Paul Wall?
He was big back when I was younger. He's not that big now.
Same
So
here.
is he still not
Pro-
tipping or no?
He probably is. He just ain't got that much damn money anymore. No, I don't know. I mean, what is he from? Houston, I guess. From really down. Just like Elvis said, okay, Houston is like the asshole of Texas, pretty much.
Okay.
So I don't mean to offend anybody, but yeah, that's.
If,
I mean,
if you're
all right.
offended, man, we just like the Brooklyn boys, man. Snowflakes, they're gonna be everywhere. Who cares?
So,
yeah. I'm born and raised in Texas, so I can fucking say that.
There you go.
stamp of approval right there.
Right on.
So, Bobby, do you remember the last time you were on our show? We were talking, you know, shit about. I think you were talking about Sweden or something with ASAP Rocky. Were you on that?
Yeah,
episode?
I did discuss that with you.
That was, I think,
on your phone call. Yeah,
the call in.
Well,
I
shut
didn't
up,
follow
Sam.
it too much, but yeah.
Guess what? ASAP Rocky is going back to Sweden
what
for a
smart
concert
Fucking man, what a smart man.
That money must be good.
in December. So if he doesn't come back, that's where he's at.
Well, I hope he catches an assault charge.
Nothing against you guys,
Fucking
Sweden.
idiot.
Yeah.
But I just thought
What the fuck?
that was pretty crazy. I was just reading that not too long ago.
All right, so you know that we talk about MGK a lot.
Oh, boy.
How
Mhm.
what is his popularity there?
I'd have to say he's not very popular down here at all.
No shit. No shit.
Yeah, which is
I don't know
pretty
why
crazy
he's so
because I mean
big
we
here.
like him.
Yeah, I mean that's another.
I mean,
one.
we like him. My daughter's introduced me to him, actually, my 18-year-old, and I was like, who is this?
I
But
don't think he's
I mean,
an
but I have a
industry
different
artist.
ear than most people around here.
You just said you had an 18-year-old daughter?
Yep,
No shit.
Oh.
No shit. And you don't mind
18,
all
12,
her
and
cussing.
3.
Wow.
Oh, are you kidding? I've probably got the worst mouth in this house.
So what makes you a big fan of the Elvis Duran show?
Oh man, I actually started listening to them probably about maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Like I said, I have an 18-year-old daughter. I have been through a lot of shit with her. She's been a runaway since 7th grade, and I went through hell and back for this child, through a bunch of different things. And I had just happened to come across them in the morning because when I started my new job, I drove a lot. So it allowed me to kind of listen, and then I downloaded the iHeartRadio, and app and started listening like that too. And just the laughter and the funniness and everything, it got me through a lot of stuff, like all their podcasts. And it opened me up, actually, to podcasts.
Every podcast on the Elvis Duran umbrella is just... I'm not going to confirm or deny, but we might be there one day.
Stop.
Dude, that'd be
That'd be
my
awesome.
dream. I don't want to be anywhere else but under the Elvis Duran umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's like I said, that's one of my bucket lists to meet them because, they got me through a lot of rough times where I couldn't even get out of the bed, but I'm just like, well, I'm going to miss the Elvis Duran morning show. I should get up and, have them laugh. I got to, let me get up and go to work. Let me be able to listen and stuff like that. I mean, that's how I got hooked on them. And then from there, the whole podcasting community opened up for me. And then, of course, Brooklyn Boys led me to you guys.
Yeah, I know. That was cool. So the Brooklyn Boys shouted us out the very first night that we launched, pretty much. Cool. And they only did one shout out, which was more than enough for me.
Yeah, wasn't even expecting
Kat
it.
was like pretty much the only one receptive to it. So she's been like a day one.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Because I know for me, I've been wanting to start my own podcast for a long time, now. Because I feel like I have a lot to say.
Yeah.
And then and then of course, when you see new people coming out with new podcasts and they're starting off and everything like that, you want to kind of give them the chance because if it was me, I'd want people to listen to me.
Oh, it's been
so
fucking hard to get listeners, dude.
Yes, very.
It's like nonstop social media.
Twitter.
And then people are like, why are you spamming me? I'm
like,
yeah. If one person out of every 20 that I spam listens, then I guess it's a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's,
and I didn't really know how hard that is, but I mean, I think you guys are doing awesome. I mean, I know I've been telling people about the podcast. I've even been, I've retweeted. I've done a couple things. I've just word of mouth to everybody.
We see that you retweet and like just about everything.
Greatly appreciated.
I think the giveaways really help too, because people know that they're definitely coming from our money, so that's got to mean something.
Yeah, I mean we do. I mean I enjoy giving. Not that I like to spend all my money, but I like the giveaways. They're fun.
Giving shit away, dude. I like making people's day.
Yeah,
man.
we'd be broke if Chris decided when to do all these giveaways.
Speaking of which, your package did make it to the mail. Finally.
Yes, we finally were able to do that. So it is on its way. It's
well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I think Tuesday, because Veterans Day is Monday.
I know that you're not going to be able to meet him, but you can have something that he touched.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I told you when you guys told me I had it, I went running around the house. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting a book. He's like, well, don't you already got a book, my husband? And I was like, yeah, but this one is signed, and it's from my podcast that I listen to. That's even more awesome. He was just like, okay.
If you really want to, you can send a letter to David Brody and Scary Jones with a picture of them, and they will sign it and send it back.
Yeah. Just request.
Really?
Yep.
That's how we got a
I have
signature
done
from
that,
them.
Yep.
I'm hoping they'll do it for you. I mean,
Yeah,
we're just telling you
I
now.
look like a liar.
No, he sent over a picture of the two, and they sent it back with a signature.
No, I'm
Oh, that's awesome.
Brooklyn Boys and Chris D'Elia's congratulations. Like, I will fucking talk them shows up for the rest of my life.
Yeah. All right, Chris. Now we're going to promote our podcast. You got
All
something
right,
to talk about other
welcome
than
to
podcasts.
Weekly Talk. So what do you guys think about Drake investing into the marijuana business, huh?
Sounds like everyone else is doing the same
Yeah,
thing. So,
I was going to say they're just diluting it down.
OVO, selling the drug.
Well, I'm
man.
like, is he going to be like the Gucci of weed or something? Because he's going to be charging outrageous prices for it, and
just for the name.
just because it's Drake. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll stick to my own weed dealer.
bricks.
I mean,
all green bricks.
If it's gonna go towards destigmatizing it even more, I'm all for it.
Yeah,
that's great. But yeah, I just a lot of these people see dollar signs, and to me, it's still a travesty. We have so many people in prison for the same offenses,
right?
While these other people who are either famous or rich are making money off of it now, suddenly it's okay. But aside from that, sure,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Hey, Kat, do you guys practice daylight saving time?
Yes.
All right. So did
It
you?
sucks.
I know you listened to the Elvis Duran show, so you probably heard that a couple states are trying to switch over to a year-round Atlantic Standard Time, which is an hour ahead of Eastern Standard Time, which would mean that the sun will never set before 4:30 p.m. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I am too. I kind of personally hate it.
No, dude, like the fact, because we work midnight, so waking up at 5 p.m. and going to work in the dark and then going home in the dark kind of sucks.
Arizona.
Yeah, I'm sure that messes with you a lot.
Oh, it does.
Arizona doesn't do daylight.
No, they just kind of let the time go, whatever.
I don't understand we don't have to do it either.
I know,
we
it
could
was just for
not do
farming,
it.
wasn't it? Like
It
when they
kind of,
needed
but not really,
the
yeah.
time or with the day or whatever, the sun. Sam,
Yeah, it
stop
wasn't.
crying.
See, I don't think it matters here in Texas. It's kind of like we stay the same, really, no matter what. I mean, it gets dark earlier, but
That's winter.
I don't know. It messes me up either time.
What's
so.
the temperature right now?
It is 44 degrees
Oh,
outside.
that's. I mean, it's better than us.
Definitely wasn't expecting that though.
No, but ours is 24, so. I mean,
But tomorrow it's supposed to be 67 for the high. So.
Perks. You got perks.
Oh, jeez.
Not really, because we can't get we don't get all four seasons here. It's like all four seasons in 1 week.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. That's awesome.
I think a couple days ago it was like 80 degrees,
What's wrong with that?
and then well, I mean that's great considering in the summer it's like over 100 degrees.
yeah,
But,
I'm not
I
jealous
just
about that.
want to have a season for a little while, and then it break off and go into another season, and break off to another one. But no, I can't even put any clothes away. I got to keep sweaters and pants and everything out. Even for my kids,
that would
it's like
suck.
I have to buy for all four seasons all year round.
I mean, I get that.
It's
I mean, we live in
expensive.
Ohio, so we have some bipolar weather too.
Yeah,
but-
very bipolar weather.
But yeah, I hate winter so much. I want to move to a place that doesn't know what snow means. And yeah, absolutely.
I like the snow. I used to live in Maryland.
Oh, that's even worse
I
than
was in
us.
Maryland.
Right on the coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the snow.
Yeah, I used to actually commute into DC for work all the time,
Oh, shit.
Wow.
and going into the snow and stuff. I mean, it was different coming from Texas and going up there.
Oh, man, I
I mean, it was different. I mean, yeah, I didn't like the snow too much, but I mean, I like cold weather, but not the snow.
You can keep it. I'll send you some.
We'll send you some down there.
So,
Cool. If it makes it. Maybe a jar of water.
Yeah.
do you guys happen to watch Rick and Morty?
I've seen it before, but I don't watch it regularly.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Why?
Very interesting. I don't know. I just thought everybody did.
No,
Yeah.
not everyone watches it.
Definitely an acquired taste. It's one of
Yeah.
My cousin is a big fan of it.
the,
Well, I'm hoping that as many people who listen to this will watch it premiere on Sunday night.
that was premiering Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, I will be working.
I don't know. I'm
It's been
usually
off
watching
for
The
like a
Walking Dead.
year.
Oh yeah, she likes The Walking Dead. So.
I haven't watched that since Carl died.
Oh god, I haven't
Yeah.
watched it since. When's the last time we watched it?
Fuck, man. I don't know.
Yeah, my wife was a huge fan of the comics and the show, and when Carl died, she kind of threw up her hands, and we never went back to it. You know,
Yeah, that was pretty heartbreaking. But I stayed. Even after Rick died too, or Rick got taken away. Spoiler. But
Oh god.
I knew that happened.
At least I know who Rick is.
Yeah.
if you haven't caught up, don't plan to.
Well, I mean, it's still.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, I still watch it. I mean, I'm still into it. The Fear is something else. This last season was garbage.
Yeah.
But I'm still going to stay watching it. But
Hey, that's fine.
so, you got to hold on to some kind of things, out there.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
Why do you guys think the new Terminator movie bombed? Because I thought it was fucking great. I went and saw it. It was phenomenal.
Was it? Okay.
I
I
thought
haven't seen
was
it yet,
good.
but my roommate said it was amazing.
Yeah.
It
But
was-
you should see the Rotten Tomatoes score.
Oh,
Like
man,
they
it-
like
no,
trashed
it
it.
bombed. It definitely
Yeah,
bombed
no
in the
one-
box office. I don't get it because it was a fucking great movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and.
Yeah, I heard it was like action from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say fatigue. Like I heard there were some really. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard there were some different things they've done in this movie they didn't do in other ones.
Yeah.
And I understand. I'd like to see it, and the fact that James Cameron didn't direct it, but he had something to do with
Yeah,
it.
he had.
And the
Yeah,
return
he
of
pretty
Sarah
much
Connor
made number 3. Yeah.
Yeah, but
We're not going to spoil it, but I just could not believe
No,
the
yeah, it
score
was-
and how much they made. Like, I don't know.
How much they lost?
Well, yeah, basically how much they lost.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's Terminator fatigue. After all the shit movies they put out.
Well, didn't they have
between-
like a TV series at one time?
There was.
Oh,
Yeah, there
God.
was.
Did they have like the Terminatrix instead of a guy, it was a girl?
That was 3.
Oh, alright.
3.
Wow.
The original 3.
It was the Rise of the Machines, which
yeah.
was totally different actors.
So Danny did it. She wasn't aware of the
No.
one prior to Judgment Day. So
Oh, the
when
first
I told
one.
her that Arnold Schwarzenegger was trying to kill her in the first movie,
I didn't
she was
believe
like,
him.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I guess I missed that movie. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he almost didn't play the Terminator because of the bad guy role, but
I will say it was a
Worked
bit
out.
cheesy when Sarah Connor did the "I'll be back." It was kind of whack.
Yeah,
meh,
but whatever.
Hey,
Really? Huh.
gotta pay fan service sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a shame. They actually talked about making that. If this one did well, they were going to make 2 more, to make like a
Well,
a
they're not going to
trilogy.
make any more.
Yeah, I mean that's what I hear. So that's kind of upsetting, but
So, does everybody on this show right now know who Sharon Stone is?
I know of
Yeah.
her name, so yes.
Okay, so would you say that she's like a super popular woman in today's age?
Not
No.
really.
not anymore.
Okay,
no.
so she's suing Chanel West Coast over the use of her the likeness in her song titled Sharon Stoned. She's saying that Chanel is trying to gain she's trying
Popularity.
to profit off of her
Her name.
level of popularity and fame. And I'm like, well, Chanel was kind of famous prior, so granted the song sucks.
Yeah, the song sucks.
And because of the lawsuit, it's gotten way more views
Sharon-
than it
Sharon
should.
it's the
Stone.
Barbara Streisand effect.
It's horrible. The song shouldn't have as many views as it does. But
No.
I mean, the best thing about it is she got Michael Rappaport and Redman to do like a little comedy sketch in the middle of it, but in the video.
Yeah,
That's what it's popular for, really.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, because she should probably just stick to ridiculousness, man.
Yeah,
'cause
like I every time I hear her rapping, I'm just like, no, I can't even
every,
listen.
Every song of hers
I
could be a skit.
I don't get that. I don't get that girl at all.
No.
Trust me, I don't.
Oh man,
I've never even watching Ridiculousness. I'm like, who the hell is this girl? And what the
I
hell is
watched
she
the
doing?
video of her blow up on Charlemagne the God, and it was the funniest shit ever because Charlemagne dogged her and said like she's pretty much whack. And you guys gotta check it out. It was on Ridiculousness, but it's a little short clip on YouTube. Just type in Chanel versus Charlemagne.
Dude's known for his hot takes. And,
Oh man, I fuck with him. I mean, he don't always have a popular opinion, and that's probably why he's rich and famous. So.
Well, I mean, having that more the stand to no matter what you say, you're.
Oh,
Gonna
he
stick
backs.
with it,
Yeah,
so,
he's definitely.
You gotta give him some.
He's
credit
he's
for
like the Joe Rogan of the hip hop world.
that. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I haven't thought about it like that, but you see, speaking of Joe Rogan, he had Edward Snowden on the show.
I would love to. Then don't spoil that. I'm just gonna.
I'm not gonna.
leave it
I'm
as
just
it
saying
is.
it's a very eye opening.
He had who on his show?
Edward Snowden.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
The,
I probably, if I see a picture of him, I'll probably figure it out.
The NSA whistleblower.
The NSA whistleblower.
Yeah, he.
The guy that had to go all the way to Russia
Yeah, he's in hiding in Russia, basically.
Oh,
because
really?
he
He had him on the show?
Yeah, recording.
We were
Wow.
actually talking about this week at work. Don't we have laws protecting whistleblowers? Isn't there like a whistleblower act?
Some, but I guess he wants to come back.
But this was
for-
government.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
stuff.
I get it.
government
You know,
secrets
I
that,
suppose, but stop fucking hiding shit from us.
well, they want to charge him, and that's why he
Yeah,
left.
pretty much.
You know what I mean? That's the problem.
Yeah.
And he wants to face trial, from what he says, but the way they want to bring him to trial, they can't say. You know, they just want to. Basically, they're charging him with treason and all this other stuff, but under the statute they're charging him with, he's not allowed to say why he whistleblowed. They're going to charge him, and the basis of that case is, did he whistleblow? Which is an open shut case. He admitted
Right.
it. So he doesn't
Yeah.
want to go forward with the trial because
It's
he's
not-
guilty.
Right.
But he wants a trial to where, you know, I forget what he called it. He wants to be able to defend why he did it, which, you know, in his defense is pretty, you know, damning stuff that he uncovered. But it's a really good podcast episode.
It's the documentary or the movie that what the fuck is that guy's name?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah, the movie that he does is awesome.
There was a documentary that came out when he first did it called Citizen 4.
There's a documentary
I wanna
on
see it.
Hulu right now. It's called what the fuck is it called? Framing John DeLorean. You should definitely check it out.
I think I've heard of that.
It's worth checking out. I guess he pretty much like lost everything to a big coke deal.
John DeLorean was
Yeah,
out there. He
that's
was,
fucking. That would suck, but that's an awesome story to have, I guess.
the fact that the car is memorable at all is completely up to Back to the Future.
Oh yeah,
If it wasn't
because
for that movie, that
the
car
car's a
would've-
fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, it'd have been the Pinto of that time. Stainless steel car, you know, weighs that much versus a regular car. It had horrible gas mileage and horrible steering.
Speaking of car, where do we all stand on the electric car? It feels like everybody is trying to go electric now. Everything. Ford just put out an electric Mustang. Harley just put out an electric bicycle. Is this just like a trend, or what's gonna happen?
I think it's a trend.
I think it's a trend too.
I'll say this: as much as it's a trend,
It's a
right
good
now,
trend, but
yeah, that's the problem though, because
Well, here's
you
my thing,
can't
though.
charge it anywhere.
I respect the fuck out of Elon Musk, but I feel like it's a big, big capitalistic
stone,
thing
yeah.
because why can't I just put like some fucking solar panels or have an alternator that recharges the battery or anything? Why the fuck do I have to go to a charging station?
Well, that's the amount of power needed to
Yeah.
run the car. And the thing is, though, with a lot of technological advancements, you have to have the infrastructure for it, which we don't have.
right.
But the more people keep pushing it, the more the infrastructure will be built. So it's kind of like reverse engineering what the market wants. It's the market demand is kind of there, but the infrastructure to support it isn't. So we have to artificially push it a little bit. Kind of like the way things have done that before in the past. Even the internet, was helped along greatly. But yeah, things like that. I'm all for it, but the problem is what the batteries are made of. That stuff is really toxic.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, like I mean,
Well, isn't that lovely? They don't mention
wow.
that part.
it is. I mean, you got.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, it's like with most batteries. You're not supposed to throw them in the trash.
Well, I'm gonna tell you how many batteries I threw in the trash. Now I feel like an asshole. Where do you put them?
You gotta take it to waste disposal, like CFL bulbs. You're not supposed to throw those away either.
Well, shit, dude. I
mean,
well, you tell me where to
don't
go.
throw everything
I'll
away.
bring it over.
yeah, I mean, you're right, but yeah, there's certain things like that. But I mean, versus the coal and the coal burning like that to make electricity to charge the car. Until we get another way to charge the car to begin with, we're still burning coal, and then we have to worry about how we're going to recycle the batteries, and the batteries haven't even gotten to the storage that we need them to be. But one day, I mean, didn't Chevy just say they're not going to be putting out very many gas cars at all?
Yeah,
Going forward?
I don't know.
and I know that the that electric truck startup that GM just sold Lordstown
saw
to.
that.
So I mean, I feel like everything's going to the electric craze, but I just until we perfect it and I can get more than one trip to Columbus and half a trip back, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going that route.
Now, Kat.
Well, that's going to be an expensive commodity, too.
Oh, no
Yeah.
doubt, no doubt.
Now you live outside of Austin. You said not too far away. Are you seeing a lot of electric cars out there?
No, well, once you drive, I think it's like the one city outside. I think they have like a big, like outlet mall. They do have charging stations there. So I'm guessing maybe the inner cities like have those cars.
Yeah.
Because I've seen them in Dallas and Austin. But as far as like where I'm at and because I live right next to the biggest base in the United States, Fort Hood.
Oh, right
And
on.
I haven't
right on.
seen anything like that around here
Yeah, it's
at all. Not
probably
even a charging station or anything. It's all inner city.
We've only seen maybe a handful of Teslas this year, and I only know of one charging station like within a 15-mile radius. So
They do have home charging stations.
Well, I get that, but if you're on the go, if you're like I said, we're taking a road trip to Columbus.
Yeah.
Where the fuck? If I got to take a detour that's an hour out of my way just to get some fucking juice, it doesn't seem worth it.
Yeah. Which like
I feel like remember when people were trying to go to that vegetable oil?
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's that it was a craze. It didn't last long. I feel like that's what this is.
Yeah, I get that.
That could have worked if they perfected it. I mean, I've seen another little documentary on places that have.
Oh, hey,
sorry.
hey, you shut up.
No, be quiet, Rocco.
You can't yell at Rocco.
He was just passed out asleep on my bed a minute ago with his balls hanging out and everything, and now he's all.
Straight up said, what the fuck is he doing?
Living the dream.
He must hear Sam crying in the background.
Yeah, back to your documentary though.
Yes.
But yeah, I've seen a documentary where this guy was able to run a car off water.
Oh, yeah.
But when he tried to do all the patents and stuff, the government seized all his patents and freaking pretty much denied him and made him stop all his efforts of making this car.
The car maker Hyundai, they've actually worked on a car called the Hydra, and it was like 50-50 water and energy, or water and like electric.
Was that the hydrogen one? Because there are some that run on hydrogen, and the only
maybe
exhaust they
hydrogen
have
fuel
is water.
cell. Yeah.
They actually expel water out of the tailpipe rather than any other kind of gas. The problem is that technology is really expensive right now. But you could say the same thing about electricity. Before.
Not only is it expensive, but I feel like it's going to take a lot of convincing to get the majority of people to head
buy into it. Yeah.
Because I mean, for Tesla, you're on a waiting list first of all, and you have to put mad money down.
Yeah.
It's not like
it's ridiculous.
Even their cheapest model is still.
Even a used model is like a fucking brand new fucking
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Well, the worst part about those kind of cars is they're so computer heavy, even more so than with regular cars we have now. It's like your cell phone. 2 years from now, that car is out of date.
Yep.
What are you driving, Kat?
I'm ashamed to say it now. I drive a Dodge minivan right now.
Oh man, rock it out, man.
Yeah,
no doubt.
minivan.
I'd rock it.
I said I would never buy a van, and I bought a damn van.
There was a time that me and my buddy Adam, man, we thought we were the shit because his mom gave him her minivan, and we'd get high and drive to the Eastwood Mall and look at the fish. Yeah, it was a fun time when we were young, man.
Eastwood fish. Oh,
the Eastwood fish, which is like a little
it's
aquarium.
Like nothing now, yeah. It was cool. It was cool when it was new.
Well, that's because our mall sucked for the longest time.
Hey,
Our malls,
no.
Oh, dude, have you been to the Shenango Valley Mall?
Right.
No.
Holy
Oh my
fuck.
God.
They're all closing down.
So
it's
Danny
fine.
and I walked into Shenango Valley Mall one day because we're waiting for a movie to start, and there's like 2 stores and like 18 closures, and even the bathroom was like miserable.
There's only 2. He's not even lying.
So don't be upset
2
about the
stores
Eastwood Mall.
in the whole entire mall.
I mean, compared to other places who don't have malls anymore, I guess we're still doing okay.
We're doing okay. At least we have stores in the mall.
We have a mall too, but
I did
mine looks like it's about to shut down itself.
I did see an article the other day that said more people are going to the food courts in malls than are to shop. Like, there was a study they did that showed more people are actually shopping or going to food court.
Every time we go to like
Oh yeah,
Southern Park
mine's
Mall,
got like the best Chinese food here.
Right?
I was just gonna say the same
They're
thing.
never going to shut down. If anything, that's the only thing going to be open in the mall.
Tear down the rest of the
Southern
malls
Park
and the
Mall
food
is the
court.
closest Sbarro's Pizza, so
I
every
never
time
had
I go
that.
there, man, it's always Sbarro's.
No,
And we don't buy anything because we're cheap.
Yeah, I buy stuff.
She don't buy anything.
She buys stuff.
I wouldn't let her. Hey, do you play any? do you play any video games, Kat?
No, I don't. But I know I'm pretty good at Tekken, sorry, Tekken and Mortal Kombat, like from back in the day. Like we have this little spot that's a bar where you can go. It's called Bit Bar. You can go in, pay $5, and they have
That is
all the
cool.
video games,
They got
and you
one
can
of those at
drink and
Columbus.
everything.
I think they called theirs.
And I
8-bit.
always go there and play like video games, but
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
No, we don't have
That's
too
as
many
far
arcades.
as my video gaming goes.
That's awesome.
So, I know you listen, so you know that I feel like I'm the only person in my circle who is a supporter of the Google Stadia. Just wanted to let people know that you can go ahead and download the app from Google Play Store now, and hopefully on November 19th you can actually play it.
Can I ask you a question?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's going to be November 19th is going to
Don't
be
get
known
defensive.
as the day that Google
Skynet?
took video gaming into the future.
Okay, now that's streaming, right?
Yes, it's browser-based gaming.
Okay, so the problem I see with that is internet connection.
So they've already worked out all this. So if you have at least like 20 megabits per second, you're good. If you have less than that, you can get like 720p quality.
Okay.
And then for like latency and lag, they're gonna introduce something called like predictive gaming. So like they're gonna guess.
I heard about that. That worries me.
They're gonna guess what move you would have done.
Yeah, I don't
So,
like that.
I would say if you ever get into gaming, invest into a Google Stadia because it is the future generation.
Don't
Look,
waste your time.
the fact that Xbox,
That's
the fact that
that's
Microsoft is trying to compete by having the Xbox One X cloud,
Yeah.
they're behind. They're behind the curve.
Now I will say this.
Sony and Microsoft are both feeling threatened.
Okay, one. Microsoft.
Okay, well, my daughter's been bugging me about getting an Xbox
Yeah.
now,
Xbox,
and I've had
the
people
next
tell me PlayStation. I'm like, I don't know.
Dude,
which one's better?
So I was
But now you guys are telling me about something different.
one. Well, it depends on what games
I
you
was
like.
solely
Some-
Xbox for the longest time until Danny allowed me to get the PS4, and then I was like, man, fuck that. I would never play the Microsoft Xbox again.
I say the titles, the exclusive titles they have on Sony's PlayStation are better than Xbox, but I play Xbox just because that's the people I played with had Xboxes.
How desperate is your daughter for this? Because we're coming into we're coming around to the new generation. If she could wait a little longer, instead of
Get a deal.
buying an old system.
Yeah, get a deal. We're a
Well,
year from launch, aren't we?
I to be honest, I don't even know. I know she uses the laptop and she plays Roblox, but she said her friend has an Xbox. She plays games with them, so that's why she wants an Xbox.
That Roblox. Is
I've never had a
popular
gaming
kid
system
game.
in my house, so
Well, I mean, Xbox.
I don't
is
even get it.
okay.
I look at it and I'm like, what is this?
What do you prefer, Danny? Is it the PlayStation or the Xbox?
It's the Xbox.
It is. I fucking knew it, and I've been trying to convert her. It's just not happening.
Let me put this out there. Xbox has a great idea that I think is is the future of gaming consoles, where you instead of buying a $500 console right now, you pay for it like you do with the cell phone. You go on a 2-year contract and you pay monthly, a smaller amount of money, so that you're basically leasing the Xbox until you pay it off and then it's yours. Now, if you think about how phones work, every 2 years or so you're going to get a new phone. They're looking at that. I think Xbox is looking at the same way, where they can get this console out to more people. Because
Right.
if I had to buy my phone outright, I couldn't afford it. And who could?
Right.
A
No,
lot
I
of them
mean-
are like that.
Yeah.
And that's how consoles have been running for a long time. And I think they're moving into something with the contract for a console. So more people will be able to get their consoles in the future. And I'll say this about the Stadia. Remember when always on DRM shit started hitting with Xbox when Xbox One was coming out? And people were pissed that there were so many games that you had to play online, and then Xbox wanted to make it so that basically you couldn't play used games.
Yeah.
There were no such thing.
Right.
And it was
You
the big
start
boogeyman.
over.
Yeah, it was the big boogeyman. And now Stadia is coming out and doing, hey, this is exactly what we're doing, and everyone loves it. So I don't know. I think the Stadia is a puff of smoke. I think
Well,
it's just
we'll
gonna-
find out.
I think it's going to burn.
Eh.
We'll find
You
out.
can go ahead and get in your car and go home now.
And I'll just go ahead and jump on my Xbox where I can play it without being online.
And I'll go
So
ahead.
those
I'll
two.
go ahead and hop on my PS4 and wait for my Stadia to get here.
Let's settle this in gun game. How about that?
How about no? Because I'm only a level 5. And,
Yeah. We suck.
yeah, man. If you ever want to suck on Call of Duty with us, you can definitely match up with us. We're probably the worst people on there.
Well, I'm the worst. Chris is like second worst.
I was marking pretty good.
I've had a few. I put some screenshots on my Xbox. I had to take a few recordings of some things. Of course, me trying to figure out how to record the last 30 seconds, I get killed. So it always ends abruptly. But, I had the last 4 or 5 kills were awesome. So.
All right, so back to the whole music scene this week. All right, there was a couple records broken that I thought were worthy of sharing. Okay, Ariana Grande. Somebody had pointed out to her, and it's just like a personal record for her. It's not like a big deal, but it kind of is. Since she's been in the industry since like 2013, she has had at least one top hit each year, which is kind of impressive. Good. Pretty impressive,
especially for a female artist.
Number 1 hit each year for 6 years now.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking crazy.
I mean, yeah, good for her, but
Then they said after a decade of being in the industry, Selena Gomez has finally gotten her very first number 1 song with that song dedicated to Justin Bieber called "Lose You to Love Me."
Was that really dedicated?
Oh,
to him?
for sure.
Oh, Lord.
Dude, have you listened to it?
I listened a little bit before I can.
Oh, definitely. If it wasn't for him,
did you listen to the mashup?
It was okay.
I didn't like it. I don't care for it. I'm not a big Selena Gomez fan.
But the mashup of the Sorry, someone put mashup of Sorry and
I did hear that.
The Lose You song, and I thought it was actually not too bad.
Now, I'll say this, and I'm not a modern music connoisseur.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you don't.
do know I don't listen to most modern music. Now, I was just scrolling through YouTube the other day like I normally do, and I saw a video of Billie Eilish on Howard Stern show, and it was basically how she sings her song. It's real difficult to do, and it was her in the studio doing it live with a guy next to her playing the piano for The Party's Over. All right, I think that's.
I don't know any of her new music is fucking shit.
No, wait, no.
If you would hear her voice on like Ocean Eyes and shit like that, she's like wasting talent.
I listened to the song and then I went and listened to the studio version, and I gotta say the version in Howard Stern's studio with just the piano backing is really good. It gave me goosebumps, which I don't have with music anymore.
Yeah.
Really good version of that song, which is real stripped down, which I think that really helps her voice come out more.
Right.
I think she's capable of way more than that bad guy and.
Duh.
Well, that just,
yeah. Don't do the duh. Duh.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, in another record this week, because people wanted to talk about Billie Eilish, Post Malone, Post Malone. He now has 2 albums who have sat in the top 10 R&B and hip hop charts for 77 weeks. Ain't that fucking crazy? 77 weeks. That's like a lot.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Now, Kat, do you like Post Malone?
Oh, I fuck with him, especially because he got.
I do.
He got Ozzy on his last CD.
Yeah,
and,
how
dude,
you get
it
Ozzy.
Is so fucking impressive.
Did you listen to that,
Oh
Bobby?
my god, Bob, Kat, he is a hater.
Yeah, don't listen to him.
This dude is straight up
this is the one thing I agree with Chance the Rapper.
Kick him off. Kick him off the podcast.
Charlamagne the God, I agree with him so much on this. Did you see what he did to Post Malone in his studio? Like, he was on the show a few times. He was savage to him, like to a point where I felt bad.
Look, here's how. Post Malone was supposed to be a one-hit wonder, and he fucking proved everybody wrong.
I disagree.
Like,
I don't even think he made a one-hit wonder. So
yeah, I
that's
mean,
just me,
the
man.
statistics don't lie, man. 2 albums at least in the top 10 for 77 weeks. That's pretty crazy. Oh, not to mention, he just set a record last week by having his new album be in the at number 1 for the most consecutive weeks.
Yeah, number 1.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah,
I mean, but he has a way of reinventing himself, and he's made he doesn't just stick to one genre either. It sounds like his music and his tones change. Yeah, it changes.
He's like today's T-Pain.
I think it's awesome.
He is today's T-Pain. He is the auto-tune god, man. He is, and he's.
Dare I say he's a little bit better than T-Pain?
Fuck yeah, dude. T-Pain sucked.
Are you trying to sell me on him or not?
I know.
You're goddamn right. I am.
Now I'm confused.
I'm trying to sell you on.
I thought that's how this started. And then you started saying he was today's T-Pain, and I'm lost.
Calm down. Just check out the song with Ozzy, and you might be slightly impressed. If not, then I guess I don't know where you stand.
I straight up watched Charlemagne the God's videos just to watch.
No,
him
man,
shit
fuck
on
Charlemagne.
Post
I'm
Malone.
not even. No, fuck Charlemagne. I know I said I was cool with him, but fuck that.
I'll say
I
this.
man, Charlemagne can be a hater big time.
Well, he
Oh
gets
my
paid
God.
to be a hater.
You gotta watch these videos because I honestly hate Post Malone, but I felt so bad for him
Oh God.
because he even brought his Post Malone's girlfriend into it. He was trying to he was just going hard on him, and I for a second it was as funny as shit, and then a minute later I'm like, dude, all right, jump off of it.
If you get a chance, go listen to a song called "Clickbait" by Logic. Okay, and he explains that Charlemagne he earns a living off of poking at people like that.
Yeah, and it gets traffic to his site if he brings up, if
Popular
Yeah,
people.
if he gets some shit in pop culture because he shit on someone's dreams, then yeah.
So
it's
all right,
good
so in the
advertising.
Logic song, he says, "I don't do the Breakfast Club because Charlemagne is shameless. That's the only one I leave out when I run all my bases. Do your research before you call somebody homophobic." Then he says, "You make a living off of controversy and you know it." Then he says, "I'd suck a dick just to prove it." What the fuck? But then he said, he goes on to say, that's the only thing that you're gonna pull out of that song is that I'd suck a dick. You're not even gonna pull out the rest.
I mean, you just did, so.
Well, no, he actually says, "What the fuck?"
Oh, okay. I thought that was you.
No, that ain't me.
That was Logic.
That ain't me.
Okay.
And he says a word that I'm not allowed to say.
Oh.
What the fuck? Because
Oh, I see.
Logic's biracial.
Oh.
Oh.
Lucky
Yeah, we
Logic.
don't.
I thought it was the other word. Never mind.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that Joyner Lucas Eminem leak? I might be gay, or if I was gay, or something like that.
No.
Oh my God. It's
Eminem
funny.
has a line where he says, "I'm having mixed feelings like Logic." I was like, oh my God. Obviously it wasn't like a mastered version. It was definitely a leak that they probably planned on keeping shelved forever.
Yeah.
But you can find it by YouTubing Eminem Joyner Lucas I Might Be Gay. It's a good song. It's a good story.
that
It's
out.
just not for them two.
Yeah. I just never
Yeah.
thought those two together. I don't know if you've heard about Joyner Lucas, but he is not. I don't.
Joyner's pretty dope.
No.
Most of the people who listen to this podcast are big MGK fans, but I gotta say, man, I still love Eminem.
Did
All
Joyner
right.
Lucas do a song with
Yeah,
Logic?
me too.
Yeah, Joyner Lucas did ISIS with Logic, and they were
Ah, that was
beefing
the one.
prior.
Yeah, that
All right.
was the one. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, I honestly, I'm gonna go hipster on this. I like MGK's older stuff.
No,
Yeah.
no doubt.
But, yeah.
A lot of his older shit was radio worthy. It just wasn't. He didn't appeal to the industry, man.
Yeah,
Nope.
he didn't have the output for it. But
We ain't
yeah,
sucking dick in the 216.
I'm not hating. I'm not hating. I do think he sold out, but hey, he's selling out now, so good for him.
I mean, you almost have to sell out, man. The only way you're making money is selling out.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a pretty
That's the
high
sad
net
thing
worth.
about it.
What'd you say?
So that's the sad thing about it. In order to make it big, you kind of have to be that radio, version.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
can't,
he's-
you can't
he's
just stay
currently-
underground forever.
Oh, he was too. Yeah.
He currently has a song in the top 5 rock charts, so that's kind of cool.
See,
Yeah.
that's another one that people throw at him for when they rag on MGK, saying he's more of a rocker than a rapper.
And no.
I don't understand how. I mean, one, even if that's true, which I really don't think it is, how is that a bad thing that he's able to cross genres that easily? Because remember when we were younger, that wasn't a huge thing. It had
Right.
a hot moment.
I
for
mean,
a
you had
while, but
Linkin Park who thought that they were like rap rock, but it really wasn't. It was more like rock.
they were rock with some rap techniques, but
Yeah.
they weren't the splice of the two.
No, MGK is definitely like
Hey,
combining the genres.
Limp Bizkit, he
Oh,
raps.
No, Limp Bizkit was cool.
New
Yeah,
metal back in the day, yeah.
I'd have to say like 21 Pilots is kind of like a genre-defying group too. I
you remember what was it, Hollywood Undead?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hollywood Undead, yeah,
That
like
had
that
a
screamo
moment.
rapcore
Yeah,
type
that
shit.
had a moment. Head PE and them.
Everything had a moment. I was telling Danny that like I'm shocked that Panic at the Disco is still a relevant band. You know what I mean? Because they went straight from the emo phase to being like straight up biggest pop group in America.
Yeah. I mean,
It's impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Danielle Monero loves them. I mean, I like a couple other songs, but I'm still I'm like, when your style rocks a little bit harder than you do, then you can't really.
Oh no!
I don't know.
Look,
I don't know. There's a lot of bands like that nowadays.
I'm with you though, man. Like whenever he got famous off of an emo type song, so There's no
Yep.
there's no way that you could try to be hard.
Uh,
I don't know, man. Music is so subjective.
yeah, very.
It's and there's so much out there too, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing because, like we were saying with MGK, the guys who, in my opinion, it actually came to my mind when I was watching the Selena Gomez video. When people are starting out and they're doing it for the love of the music and the art form, they have a lot of important things to say, but then when they get bigger, it's I need to make a new album or I need to make a new song.
Well,
to make
all right.
more money.
So Shawn
it
Mendes
loses it.
interviewed with Elvis Duran, and Elvis Duran asked him, why are you making new music? And he said, because I need to stop singing. What the fuck was that one song called?
Stitches.
Yeah,
Stitches.
Stitches. Like, because at some point you get tired of singing the same song.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. It goes from having a message that you want to put out there, and I think some artists do go overboard with that message, where it's just like I know it's a sore subject for Chris now.
No,
Tom-
don't bring up Tom McDonald.
I was gonna say.
He's so fucking fake. All right, real quick, Danny, who's your favorite, MGK or Eminem?
MGK.
All right, I just wanted her to feel involved on that debate because her and I, we don't quite agree 100%. I'm not gonna say either are my favorite. I really want like MGK and like Black Bear and like G-Eazy to do a song together, but that probably won't ever happen. Back to your Tom McDonald.
I was just gonna say that like some of his music prior to the fallout, he had a message he was trying to put out there, and there was a narrative to it. The problem with that message music is it's not replayable.
But it also almost feels like hypocritical.
Yeah.
Because, the whole sad rappers talking about rappers trying to gain attention by, faking depression.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing the same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Fuck Tom McDonald.
Well, yeah. Like I said, I know it's a sore subject, but I mean...
I won't deny that he's a decent musician.
There were glimmers.
Decent at best.
Yeah, there were glimmers and in his style, but like I said, it's one of those things where you have to wonder, is it him trying to ride the coattails, or is it him doing his own style? And I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't really listen to much of his stuff anymore. I listen to a few of them. Kat, have you ever heard some of his music?
No, I haven't actually.
Don't even waste your time. First off, whenever you YouTube him, you're gonna see what he looks like. You're like, oh my fucking god, people are actually humoring this guy. If you do listen to a song, watch one called like are cloned rappers because he doesn't look like himself. So he's more what is the word? Appealing, I guess.
I mean, not off-putting, I guess.
No,
This
I mean
is
this
Tom
dude.
McDonald, you said?
Tom McDonald.
I mean, he definitely covered
Okay.
himself in tattoos before he had a career.
Yeah.
Yeah, face tattoo is a thing.
Face tattoos is the only way to guarantee that all you can focus on is rap because you're not doing anything else.
Well, I mean, I see a lot of face tattoos.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely not doing anything else.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, I'm going to sound like the old man in the room now. I really don't get the face.
Could you
tattoos.
imagine your HR specialist with like an ice cream cone underneath his fucking eye?
Can you imagine me getting a face tattoo?
Yeah. I'm gonna be your nurse for the evening.
Oh, that's so wrong.
Yep, that's right. Those are 2 teardrops. Can you guess why?
Stop.
Damaged over the one eyebrow. Like, yeah.
You know what? That makes me think of The Hangover Part 2.
Oh,
when he gets that tattoo.
Yeah, see, there you go. Mike Tyson was ahead of the curve when he got his face tattoo. Now everyone's jumping on the bandwagon.
Oh, yeah, he started it all.
Oh, yeah. I get
Yeah, but
that.
his still looks badass. His still looks like fuck with me. Fuck with
Any
me.
tattoo on Mike Tyson's face is gonna look
'Cause,
badass.
like,
I don't care what it is.
I would straight up fuck with like Little Xan. I'll beat his ass, but Mike Tyson, I won't fuck with him.
That's what I'm saying though. It could be any tattoo. It could be Pepe Le Pew on his cheek.
Right,
with
no,
hearts
yeah,
around
yeah,
his
I
face.
mean,
That's the most badass tattoo
Everything
I've ever
about
seen.
him screams fuck with me.
Yeah, I mean, that's a beast right there.
So we pretty much did not cover any of the topics that I actually. I had like.
We'll bring one
I
up.
probably had like 15 topics, right?
We're
And
now bringing up 15.
We
I mean, you gotta, let's go.
Well, all right. So I'd have to say the most important one would be about John Cena. He currently holds the record for the most Make-A-Wish, what is that called? Like Make-A-Wish like,
Foundation.
I know it's Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Make
but, like,
wishes. The wishes.
He
Yeah.
granted the most wishes,
there
I
you
guess.
Go. There you go.
Since 2002, he has granted 600 total wishes, and he said he would drop anything to keep on doing it. So I think that's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
You can make a wish to me and fucking sponsor my podcast for like $1 million. That'd be great.
Stop.
I mean,
Did you read
Right?
about
I mean, that's pretty awesome.
Hell
Did you
yeah,
guys-
some
all right,
of us
so
doing good out there.
Did you hear about the gay pair of penguins?
The what?
Yes.
The gay penguins. Okay. Apparently, there's these gay penguins. Their names are Steven and Magic. They had a baby last year. That's not the topic.
That's not the news.
The news now
I mean, how'd
is
they have a baby?
they are now fostering a second baby. Apparently, another couple was struggling to incubate 2 eggs at once. So instead of putting either egg in danger, a keeper decided to transfer one of the eggs to Steven and Magic, who are taking turns keeping it warm.
Baby snatching. That's.
Look, man, if they're not judgmental,
No, I thought
think we
it was
can stop
great
being-
because at least they're not killing off
and,
the one egg.
And Busy Bone has claimed that no artist of today's generation will be relevant in 25 years. And Busy Bone's really not relevant now.
I was gonna say, who the hell is
he-
Busy Bone?
Who is
I
he to
mean-
say that?
He would
Yeah,
know. He
right.
would know, right?
Well, who's Busy Bone?
Exactly. He would know.
Oh.
I mean, I honestly I really do like Bone Thugs, and those guys are still touring. They're still touring.
Oh
by
God,
the
I
way.
hate, and that's why I don't
Look,
know
let
them.
me tell you something. They're horrible in concert.
Oh, are they?
Well, thank
I went
God.
to a concert recently with them. They were the headliners, and they had a bunch of the South crew that came up. Like, I think it was a couple other ones from the Paul Wall era. They all
Okay.
came. It was the worst concert I've ever been to.
Dude,
I mean, between sets, it was like 30, 40 minutes, to get them even on the stage. And when they did come on the stage, it was like a fold-out table with a little shitty DJ equipment. And then you had them out there. You could barely hear what they were saying because they're muffling the damn thing. And then they had, of course, their whole little entourage and shit on stage running around. So it was the worst concert I've ever been. And I didn't even get to really see them because they had so many people on the stage. It was like, where the hell are they?
Yeah, I see.
well,
I mean, it was the worst concert I've ever been to.
believe it or not, that sounds better than a concert I just read about this past week. Master P and No Limit Records had done a reunion in which they just stood on the stage with no real production, and they teased to sing to the crowd, but they never really did sing. They just played the music over like loudspeakers. Oh, I just hit the fuck out of Danny's microphone. So yeah, I mean, I guess, seeing Bone actually sing would be better than seeing Master P joke about singing.
I mean, it depends if you're a Master P fan or not. I mean, jeez.
No,
you know
no.
Master P?
Dude, it is straight up fucking hot as
Oh,
a
yeah.
motherfucker in this room, man. Holy shit, dude.
Back in the day, they were good, but
No Limit Soldiers, yeah. He did do a
no.
lot though. He did do a lot for music, but like you're just
Mr.
saying, though,
Ice Cream Man.
it's one of those things where
No, he's still one of the most, he still has one of the highest net worths, so he's still one of the top rap nobles, so he must have done something.
he was a basketball player for a little bit.
No, I did not.
Yeah, he's actually played basketball professionally.
So I guess, anybody else have any topics to add before we move into our, Today I Learned segment? Which, Danny actually did confirm that after today, since we already recorded one, we're probably not going to do the random phone call anymore, because Leanne kind of made it awkward. She was not very excited to be getting a phone call. She was like,
last episode?
yeah,
Yeah.
I
was
heard her
pissed.
on there.
Well,
She was mad.
You heard
No, she wasn't
you
mad.
heard
It
what
was
I
just
edited out of
we
it.
edited a lot.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so
So it sounds a lot better than what it was because I'm like, Chris,
and
are we really calling her?
for the record, Josh just asked me to edit his as well, so.
Oh, I told you.
Danny knows why.
I told you he would want to edit that because just in case.
All right, so here's how we'll go. We'll go in order. We'll go, Kat, you do your Today I Learned first, and then Danny, Chris, Bob, and we'll all discuss each and everyone's Today I Learned.
See, next, I gotta come back on the episode soon because I have a story I want to talk about.
Well, if you're going to keep talking shit about Stadia, I don't think about that.
We're
It has
gonna,
nothing to do with
we're gonna
Stadia.
kill Bob off of our
Yeah.
segments.
Yeah, Kat, we'll have you on more often since you are a Stadia fan.
Well, she's just
She's
going,
not a fan.
right.
yeah, jury's still out.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so what is your Today I Learned?
To be honest with you, I'm looking at what Today I Learned, and I'm not really, I don't know.
Just pick a random one that appeals to you.
It says, okay, if sound could travel through empty space, we'd be able to hear the sun at 125 decibels from Earth's surface. In comparison, 120 decibels is a train horn from about 1 meter away from you. That's
Wow.
pretty fucking loud.
So here's I know you don't really know Bob, but back in the day I used to see him as like a walking book of useless facts. So he's over here like shaking his head as you're saying that. Like I
Like
knew that.
he
I
knew
that.
exactly what you were
Actually,
I
talking
know
about.
exactly what she's talking about.
Actually,
And I would believe it.
I just read that one earlier.
So yeah, that's cool.
I would be sorry, it's not more interesting.
No,
I was
it's-
just, I mean, I could
No,
tell, I
yeah,
could give you a whole bunch of today I learned in my life,
I mean,
but
the fact
All
that
right.
the
So what do
song's
you
out
got
loud.
for today? I learned from your life.
I hate working in Walmart. That's what I hate.
Why?
Amen.
I ain't going.
Because I am okay. Look, because I told you guys I work for Mars Candy.
Yeah.
I'm technically a vendor, so I go into all the Walmarts and make sure my client is being represented correctly. Okay, I have nowhere near dressed like a Walmart employee. I don't wear a vest with
I
a
know
big
where she's
star
going
on my
with.
back.
I work here.
But I constantly get, where is this? Can you help me? I have my headphones in. I'm jamming. I'm doing my own thing, not dressed like them. And they still ask me. And I'm just like, I do not. Do I have a star on my back? No, I don't. I don't work for Walmart.
Next time you should give them. The
I don't know where this is.
I would
Leave me
give them the wrong
alone.
directions. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, back
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah, the baby
So-
formula's over by automotive.
Well, actually, our Walmart now, man, everything sucks because everything's locked up. So you have to hit a buzzer for
Yeah.
everything. And Bobby's mom actually posted something about this the other day. She said, "Just need to rant. Am I the only one who hates Walmart?" And then at the very end of it, she says, "Amazon, here I come." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, right on,
and
right
she,
on."
You know, of the generation who won't go to a self-checkout because it's taking
Right.
jobs away from people. But the fact that Walmart pissed her off so much she's going to Amazon cracks me up.
No doubt.
It
Yeah.
does crack me
That's
up.
awesome.
Fuck Walmart.
All
I'm
right.
going
Oh, yeah.
Myers and Target. I went to Myers a lot when I was in Columbus. And
See,
I
we
fucking
probably
love
wouldn't go to Walmart so much,
If
but
it wasn't so convenient.
yeah, for
it.
us
Wait
it's
till you
convenient.
put that Myers up. You're gonna go there. I'm telling you. I
Are
like
they
Myers.
better
Well,
hours?
that's what
I like
sucks
Myers
too,
so
is
much.
that it is so convenient.
Yeah, that's the bad part. Like, good for us.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, bad for our budget.
So my today I learned is shoe shops used to use X-ray machines to measure shoe sizes in the 1940s before they were aware of the risks of X-rays were fully understood.
That is
Have you ever
fucking
seen-
stupid.
You ever seen the pictures or
Wow.
videos of that?
No.
Yeah, it's like a platform, and then there's a long box that comes up, and they get up and they actually put
Get
their
into
feet under it
radiation.
and look through a
That
viewfinder
is
to
fucking
see their feet
stupid.
in real time.
Yeah, they can't just measure it.
Yeah,
like, you
can't,
know.
like-
I mean, it was the new technology.
Yeah, but then they
And I bet
realized,
you that
oh,
was, yeah, I
shoot.
bet you they were like, "Oh man, this is the thing of the future."
Well, the creator of Erector set actually released a nuclear fusion set with, I think it was a small trace amount of radioactive material in the kids' set, so the kids can play around with it and had a Geiger counter and
Oh,
everything.
my God.
Yeah, this was something that actually happened because people didn't know better.
So I'm telling you guys, we don't need Reddit because we have Bobby. So this
Yeah.
segment could actually be called, "Today Bobby told us."
Yeah.
So here's my today I learned. Today I learned that when the Baltimore Colts tried to move to Indianapolis, the owner feared that the government would attempt to keep the team in the city by eminent domain. He secretly packed up everything in trucks in the middle of the night and was in Indiana before the government realized they were gone.
Oh my
Ain't that
God.
fucking crazy?
That's kind of like
You
what
like
hey,
you like snuck your fucking team out of.
hey,
I thought I was
that's kind of
paranoid.
like what my dad tried to do when he moved in for that year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we had her dad living with us for like
A year.
right after we bought our house. He had moved in with us because he needed to be closer to family, and it just didn't work out. It did not work out at all.
But that's not the part.
so.
So before he moved in, we've been going back and forth of when he was going to move, and he kept saying, "Well, you better get the U-Haul truck
Yeah,
here like 9
at
p.m. so
nighttime.
no one sees me move out." I'm like, "What?"
I forgot about that.
I'm
Yeah.
like, "Are you in trouble with something?"
Oh, he was too. Yeah. He had a whole gang of Irish mob looking for him.
Oh my God.
Nah, I'm just
No,
fucking with you.
it was ridiculous. First of all, I refused to do it at 9 p.m. But like,
So,
what?
yeah, Tom, if you actually support us and listen to this, we're talking about you.
I'm sure he has his reasons.
No, yeah,
sure you'll hear about
he
him,
definitely does not listen because he definitely does not like me.
Oh, stop.
What you got,
All right, Bob.
Okay, I got two today I learned, and one of them is just for Chris's benefit.
Okay. Is it about the Google Stadia?
No, it's even better. It's actually along those lines, though. It is along those lines. There's a congenital malformation that causes a urogenital region to not separate completely from the rectum. This causes you to shit out of your dick or vagina. It's called a urorectal fistula.
Yep.
Believe it or not, I've actually
my
had
God.
this
I've heard
happen.
of those.
Now, I just thought the phrase "shit out of my dick," and I just thought of you instantly.
Yeah,
And I don't ask no more
Poop
why.
dick. Poop dick. Yeah.
All right. So that one was just for your benefit.
I don't. No poop dick.
My real one that I found out today, which not on Today I Learned.
Jesus,
but
that's a horrible mental image.
Yeah.
Yeah. I apologize.
that's what we're here for. That's
Very
what we're
vivid,
here
as
for.
David said.
My real one though that actually struck me was I like history, big history buff. During World War II, following France's capitulation to Germany, right? England was afraid of their naval fleet falling into Nazi hands, and made the decision to attack a large part of their main naval fleet anchored off the coast of Algeria, and in the process killed 1,297 French sailors, and it's called the attack on Mers el Kabir. And it was during World War II. They actually, killed these innocent French sailors, just to keep the ships from falling into Nazi hands.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's something I never
Right
heard
on.
of. And, I got like history, so.
Well, I not that it has anything to do with that, but I promised one of my friends that I was going to try to perfect my German accent.
Oh, boy.
So,
No.
Nick sehr gut.
That is not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything to say about that. That's pretty morbid, man. That's pretty.
I mean,
You can't pick a nice one?
Yeah, dude.
I thought the shit out of
This
my
is a
dick was
fucking-
the next one.
We are. This is
Well, I
like
brought two.
It's like a friendly podcast.
Way to break down the mood, Bob.
Again, that's what I'm here for.
Oh, God.
So this week, we've also decided to include a buddy of mine named Josh for the Today I Learned. He was unable to perform it with us, so this is recorded early, and here is going to be me calling him for him to give us his Today I Learned.
Yo.
Yo! You able to hear me?
What's up, buddy? Yeah, no, I'm good. What's up, man?
What's
Daughter's
going
passed
on?
out, bro, and I'm fucked up. So, you want to do this or what?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're actually recording right now.
Hell yeah. Perfect, man. Well, you want me to introduce myself?
I sure do.
All right, my name is Joshua Jones. I grew up with Chris, about when I was in 7th grade. I know Chris is a couple years older than me, so we skateboard all the time around the shithole of America, Leavittsburg, Ohio. And I recently moved down to Florida about 6 years ago. I see the Gulf of Mexico from my balcony right now. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter. Means the world to me. Best thing I've ever done in my life. And so where do we go from here, man? You want me to look up one of those Today I Learned things, Chris?
Yeah. Go ahead and find yourself a Today I Learned, and we'll discuss it.
All right. Hang on. I screenshot a couple of them. Give me a second here, my friend. So what's going on with you guys, man? How you been?
Well, we got married back in 2016, I think? 2017.
2017?
She's doing the whole nursing thing, and I'm just a fucking warehouse worker. Nothing
Nice.
special.
Nice.
Nothing special.
I do maintenance at a resort right down the road. I longboard to work, actually, brother. Literally takes like 2 seconds. Dude, I do maintenance down at Weston's Wanna Be In. It's a beach bay resort at the end of the key here on the Gulf of Mexico. So you got the beach on one side, the Gulf on the other, or the Gulf on one side, beach, and on the other side you have the bay. And at the end of the road, it's a a state park. So it's very kid friendly, man, and it's paradise, brother. I literally have nothing to complain about. One more question for you, man, before I get going on. Am I allowed to swear?
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's what I like to hear, my friend. Hell yeah. All right, let me find the thing.
So what's up with the whole being a father, man? How's that going?
Oh, dude, it is amazing, bro. Could not imagine waking up one day without my daughter. She's my best friend, man. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me, man. It gave me a purpose, if you will.
Cool, man. I'm happy that you got a daughter. I think it's cool. We're actually going to send you out some shit for Christmas.
Yeah, dude, I'd probably kill myself if I didn't see my daughter 2 times a week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right on.
But anyway, today I learned about 2 men in Newfoundland who rescued a beach Greenland shark in the process of choking on a moose.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, so how the fuck? You got any more to elaborate on that? How the
You tell me, dude. I want to know too.
How do you save them?
Yeah, how'd they save him?
It doesn't say. It doesn't say.
Probably rip that moose right out. I don't know.
Yeah, he must have been a badass dude from Greenland. I have no idea.
Man, yeah, you picked a
Yeah.
hell of a one, man. That's a good today
Yeah.
I learned.
Okay. You want me to try a different one? I got
No.
another one here.
No.
I mean, you can do another one if you
Yeah,
want.
do another one.
You want to roll with this one? All right. You still there?
Yeah.
We're still here.
Oh, cool. You want me to look for another one or what?
You don't have to.
No,
That's
actually,
a good one.
let's just shoot the shit real quick before we hop off of here.
Yeah, man. It's whatever you want to ask me, brother.
When the fuck are you coming back to Ohio?
Honestly, I'll be up there sometime next fall area because I was just up there. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss my high school reunion because I was just up there. I thought my grandparents were in the hole, if you will. So I went up there for an emergency trip, and we just moved upstairs where I was living. I got, like I said, man, I got a front seat to the Gulf of Mexico from my balcony now. It's amazing. But, funds are a little tight. I ain't making too much money, but I'm making good money, But so honestly, I have no idea, aside from the fact I will be up there sometime next summer, because summers down here are brutal, and summers up there are like a piece of cake, if you will. So other than that, within the next 2 years, I want to come up there for Christmas because I want my daughter to see some snow, man. She's a wild child, dude.
No, I could
Yeah, no
imagine.
fear.
I could imagine. All right, so you said you work at a resort, right?
Yeah, man, I do maintenance at a resort. I literally work on anything.
All right, so let's plan a vacation to come down to that resort and just fucking pick it.
Yeah, let me know, bro. Let me know. If it's after a certain time of year, homie, I can actually use some of my comp days. Like, they give us, 10 days a year or whatever, to stay there, quote unquote. So, I could literally, say I'm staying there and, get you the room for free and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, just
you got anything you want to share with the podcast? You're probably going to be heard by, I don't know, maybe 3,000 people.
3,000 people. No more mumble rap, man. That shit's terrible, man.
Oh, yeah. We'll definitely put that in the podcast.
Get Tech9 on your podcast, bro. That's what you need, man.
We can't play music, unfortunately, because we don't own the rights to it, so...
Oh, man, yeah. He's, in my opinion, GOAT of all rapping. Because I've listened to the bastard since I was, 12? And he was, rapping 3 years past that. And he's still going.
Well,
past that.
You just made me think of a good gift to send you for Christmas.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a plan, my friend.
We're going to go ahead and hop off here, brother.
I'm here, dude. Let me know, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
My Bluetooth is all fucked up, man.
You hear me?
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, brother.
All right, go ahead and we're going to hop off here. Say your goodbyes.
Awesome. All right, man. It was a pleasure talking to you, brother. Danny, I look forward to meeting you. And Chris, you need to meet my daughter, man. She's a hellraiser, bro. You love her to death, bro. You know what her favorite song is, by the way? Rockin' in the Free World, Neil Young.
No shit.
Swear to God, bro. Every time I turn on my music, she says rock and roll, rock and roll. She don't know how to say rockin' in the Free World, but she calls it rock and roll, bro.
we might title this episode "Rockin' in the Free World."
Dude, listen. And she skateboards already, bro. She'll literally skateboard across my kitchen floor.
Awesome shit, dude. Chick. Awesome shit.
I'm so hyped, man. I'm so hyped, bro. She's awesome, man. I couldn't ask for a better daughter, man.
No, we're happy to hear that, man. But we're going to hop off here. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Yep, not a problem, brother, man. Have yourself a good night, Danny. I look forward to meeting you, sweetheart.
All right, bye.
Have yourself a good night.
All right, guys. So everybody who's listening, we are doing some awesome giveaway next month because of Shelly. And if you're going to the MGK XXMAS show, you're going to want to be a part of this giveaway. So definitely come find us in line. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube. Go to the website, actually, because I've actually been perfecting the website. It's www.daveandchris.libsyn.com. Why Dave and Chris, Danny?
Because we like Dave. But side note, when you said the website, I automatically had George Bush's www.
www.
I was gonna say how many. You sounded so old saying
I
that
know, like
because
it made me
no
think
one
of
uses
George Bush.
www anymore.
www.
All right. Well,
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I appreciate it.
If anybody would like to leave a voicemail, does anybody here know the number? Because I do.
Go
Anybody?
ahead and say it, Chris,
What
because I don't
do
know.
you know it, Danny?
No.
You have not memorized it.
Nope.
Bobby?
No, I don't.
Okay, so this is how often they call. It is 859-444-4641. It'd be cool. We like playing the voicemails. Kat, after recording with us, do you think you'll ever participate in this again?
Oh, definitely. As long as you guys would have me.
Oh, yeah, man, no doubt. Shit, we can make this, an every other month type of deal.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
You'll be on more than I am. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're
'cause
kicking
come
Bob
November
off.
19th, if
He's
Bob
having
a
does not
spot
agree
now.
with the Stadia, he's
Yeah.
out.
If he still keeps hating on that Stadia, he's not going to be coming on.
Mark my words.
Do you guys want to like promote your Twitter handles for like follows or anything like that?
Well, they should already know. I'm like retweeting
Well,
everything.
I've been tagging Kat and Bob into everything. And another giveaway we have next month, we linked up with this fan artist who's actually really fucking good. Really fucking good. She's from France. Her tag is Epiphany _. Check out her artwork because one of you guys is going to win it. I guess that's pretty much it. That's all I got. This is the part where I say, as usual, it's been what the fuck?
Weekly talk.
Weekly talk. You are correct. Goodbye, guys. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for joining us, Kat. That
Yes,
was
thank
awesome.
you.
We had a good time, and we'll definitely have to do it again.
Yeah, I had a good
and-
time. Thanks
and
for having
definitely
me on,
Fuck
guys.
you, Bob. All right, guys. It's been fun. It's been real. Later.
Bye.
Please remember to subscribe, follow, and email us at WTFDaveandChris@gmail.com.